Hello and welcome to this edition of Game Time with Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn for the PlayStation 3. Joining us as always is Chrono Ocelot, our currently level 45 White Mage, and today we actually have a special guest star, Mr. Zanza White Shadow, our level 50 level 50 Paladin. There you go, doing a solid greeting. So what we're going to be doing today is apparently Zanza says that he's level 46. Apologies. So apparently what we're doing today is once you hit level 45, you're gonna have a ability to get some of your AF gear for all of your classes. So you know your paladin, monk, white mage, dragoon, all that stuff. So with us being our white mage, we decided to go have a chat to Miss Rhea Osena over here, and we'll see what she has to say and what she's gonna have us do in order to get it. Okay, it's called Following in His Footsteps, and she will send us on a pilgrimage. Okay, your command of white magic has advanced considerably, Chrono. Yes, the time draws near. Let us begin our preparations for the quieting. At its roots, the ritual is no different from the acts of pacifying that you have already performed. The difference lies only in the difficulty of the effort. The Great One possesses a power unfathomably more immense than the elementals you have communed with thus far. Power so immense that a mage might be easily overwhelmed by the sheer force of its will. To prevent such a catastrophic fate, our tradition decrees that a special garb must be donned before performing the ritual. I have prepared a set, but I fear they will not avail you in the current state, so it is that I would send you on a journey. I trust you have heard the story of Atoa-Kant. Rare among the Padgel master, Atoa-Kant left the forest behind to journey the realm, healing the land and its people. As tribute to his wanderlust, after he passed, his ashes were divided among several urns, which were in turn carried to the far reaches of the realm. There, in the distant lands that the great mage so loved, were where his ashes buried, and monuments erected in his honor. You are to go on a pilgrimage to these sites, Chrono, and receive the blessing of your forebearer. Mind you, you will find that these places are not as welcoming as they might have been in Master Atoa's time. The first site is on the shore of western Lenosia, in a place now feared as the Serpent's Tongue, home to a band of vile pirates. The next is to be found in Mordona, in an overgrown labyrinth of roots and vines, so affectionately known as the Tangle. I do hope that Master Atoa's ashes have survived that most oppressive environment. The final site I would have you travel to is perhaps the most treacherous location of the lot, Rabon's Push in northern Thanalan, a stone's throw from the Imperial stronghold. I urge you to exercise extreme caution, Chrono. Alright guys, so apparently we're going to be taking off to 3 spots. The final one's going to be Rabon's Push in Thanalan, which I know that area pretty well. The one before that's going to be Mordona, and then the other one is going to be... actually, I don't remember what the other one is. Let's check our duty finder. And that, following in his footsteps. The Serpent's Tongue. I need to find out what the Serpent's Tongue is. So what we're going to do is hit select twice, and it pulls us up to the following in his footsteps part of it. So we scroll down 1, and it says pray before the statue of at Serpent's Tongue. So we click that, and it says it's in Lenosia, some area where there's a band of pirates, western Lenosia. So I believe western Lenosia is home of Aleport, I believe. Camp Skull Valley and Aleport, that's correct. So what we're going to do is highlight Zanza White Shadow. Going to go ahead and invite him to our party. And he's going to accept, perfect. Then we're going to pull up our teleportation, and we're going to take us to Airport. There we go. And luckily that's a favorite destination, so it's only going to cost us 313. But by us being at a party, we'll be able to pull Zanza with us. Okay, and here we are in Airport. Go ahead and wait for Zonza to pop through. There he goes. Okay, so then we're going to call on Epoch to help us with this little journey that we have to do. So pulling up the map and you can see we're starting over here. Oh, yuck. Somebody subscribed for their 90 days. So you can see where we're heading up to on the map. I'm going to scroll past Camp Skull Valley, way north of the area where we have not been to yet. So Serpent's Tongue. So I guess it is a good thing that we do have Mr. Zonza here with us. You can take a peek at his health up there at 3,364. Yeah, he'll definitely be able to protect us from all manners of Vilekin that are going to be attacking us. Okay, so we'll split off to this left location here. And yeah, Zonza, a question for you. So, were you when you first came over in this area and you were doing the fates, were you nervous? Not at all. Okay. All right. Well, I know that that definitely was when I was first strong enough to or actually I was a little bit weak, so I couldn't take on those things. But I kept saw that they were aggressive, and yeah, it did terrify me a little bit. But I like that about the Final Fantasy series. If you're in some place where you're not supposed to be at, you'll definitely feel it. You'll definitely feel it. Right here? Okay. Alright, so Zonza says that this is the area where he first started getting a little bit worried. And we actually have these shelf scale Sahagin. Those are part of our hunting log. So if they decide to attack and we can't outrun them, well, we'll be able to outrun them, but another time we'll come back and whoop up on them. And there's a fate around there too. Uh-oh. We're going right through a fate too. Run through it quickly. Ooh, not bad. Alright. Discovered a new location on top of that. Perfect. So ooh, that was a hard hit. Nice, alright. So it looks like this is a little safe area. Slightly. Oh, yep, apparently not. Alright guys, so again, as always, when you're in an area you're not supposed to be at, you stick close to the wall. Let's see, the area I need to get to is, I don't know if it's up here. No, never mind, it's right over here. Okay, so I'll pop off at Epoch here. And whatever this, Epith to Philosophy. So the gravestone is inscribed with an epithet paying tribute to the life and deeds of the great mage Atelikant. So I need to kneel. So what I'm going to do is do / kneel. Okay, and I did not see anything go on. Oh, I need to do / pray. Sorry, that's what it was. Apologies, guys. / pray. There we go. Okay, the garb of ancient magi glows. Okay, nice. So right there I obtained a pair of healer's gloves. Let's go ahead and take a peek at those on our character list. Where we have our Storm Sergeant mittens. We're going to... Ooh. Very nice. Let's put those on. Very pretty. Alright. Okay, so next up, what's the next place we need to get to? Is going to be Mordona. Now, Zonza, have you been to Mordona so far? Yes, he has. Perfect. So in that case, we're going to go ahead and just go ahead and do our next teleport. And Reverence Toll, which is actually quite expensive, 441 gil on this one. But okay. Zonza said he might. Okay. Zonza said he might have had it a little bit cheaper. Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine. Zonza, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, you are helping me out, so I will pay for the teleports. Least I can do. Okay, yeah, Zonza said he might have had the teleport for cheaper. I think that maybe had it as a favorite destination, but he did not, so it was the same price for us. It's way easier. Zanzu gave me a heads up. He said it's way easier to get your AF gear than it was in Final Fantasy 11, which was really like exciting to me because it was ridiculously hard to get it. First time I actually got my full Red Mage gear, I was so excited, and that's about when I quit the game. So, all right, next one's gonna be see the exact area. It says select, go down to prey before right there in the tangle. So the tangle is going to be off to our left. All right, so call up the fourth epoch here. So Zanzo's going to show off apparently all of his mounts that he has with each of the 3 locations that we go to. Apparently, as he giggles like a little schoolgirl. Alright, so we're gonna come off this way. Have us a little jump off this cliff. I don't know if you guys have noticed at home watching it, but every time that you start dropping from cliffs, as you level up, the damage that you take also increases as well. So I'm pretty sure that each fall is represented as a percentage of your maximum HP versus, you know, just the distance that you actually fell. Oh, hey, and that's another thing too, guys. So what I like to do is I'm gonna go ahead and pop off Epoch real quick, and I want to show you something. So monsters like that, they do that little pull off, or a little sticky tongue that it did. So I found out that if you have on stone skin, okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and hop back onto Epoch. All right. And just gonna show him something. Zanza might not even know this either, but if you run by it again and he tries to pull you in, let's go ahead and get his attention here. Hello. There we go. Sticky tongue does nothing, so he can't. Yeah, it's one of those things I figured out while I was exploring this area. Nothing was able to pull me in. I was like, so yeah, Zanza said that he didn't know that either. So yeah, just a little something for you guys to know now. Add that into your information cake, whatever, or cachet as most people say it, but I say cake and cookies. That's what it sounds like to me. That's what I say. Cake and cookies, not cachet and cookies. Let's see, is he gonna come this way all the way? He is. Okay, so we're gonna wait for him to use his bad breath attack. No, he's not going to. Fantastic. Let's go to work on him. Good stun, okay. Good job. Look at that teamwork. What? Oh, okay. My little healer gloves just bound to me. That's what that was. Okay, guys. So here we go at the next one, the Epith to Discovery. So / pray at that. Okay, and then right there we got a pair of healer's boots that was added into our armory chest. So we're gonna go for that. We're gonna replace the ethereal boarskin duck bills that we had on, and it's in the blue, which makes it really easy to identify. You can see it's bringing up our vitality, our piety, our mind and determination, as well as our magical defense and regular defense by a solid bound, and they look pretty good too, not too bad at all. Okay, save that. Excellent. And now finally we're going to be heading off to Robon's Push, which is going to be located in Thanalan. Which one was it? Ceruleum Processing Plant. Since there's 2 choices, you have Blue Fog and then you have the Ceruleum Processing Plant. Ceruleum's a little bit cheaper for us, for one thing. And also I believe it's closer to the area we need to go to. Okay, here we are at the cerulean processing plant, and it is quite close to it where we need to go. So we have the location. Calling forth the epoch. Yep, there we go. Ha, I called it, guys. I called it. Zanza wanted to show off all three of his mounts that he had. You gotta love his theatrical presence that he brings to the game. And I guess while we're also running too, if you look at Zanza's name, I have it where it abbreviates, so Z White Shadow, but then it has the NQNIN. That's actually his grand company that he chose to join. They're called Not Quite Ninjas. The reason why I know this is because there was one of the guys, one of the recruiting officers, I suppose. He was nice enough to actually send me a tell. And as you guys know, I really hate when people just invite me without even trying to talk to me. They just invite me to a free company. So the fact that he actually took the time to chat to me again, there was only one other guy who did that, and yeah, those would be the two link shells that I'd be interested. So shout out to the guy from Not Quite Ninjas. And now, yep, Zanza says the same reason that he decided to join as well. It's because somebody actually decided to talk to him versus just the straight invite. So yeah, that's how it's done for you guys who are trying to start your link shells. That's the proper way to do it. But alright, so final one, the epith to fluidity. Fluidity. I don't know how to say that. Fluidity? Fluidity, we'll call it. Alright, the gravestone is inscribed with the epith paying tribute to the life and the deeds of the great mage. So we're going to go /pray at that. Alright, and then Healer's culottes, which will be the leg piece. So let's go ahead and scroll right down to that. See what they look like. Wow, look at that jump in magic defense. Plus 33. Defense plus 16. That's amazing. Mind 12. Piety 12. Vitality 12. Yeah, this is definitely pulling our look at that. Magic went up about 100 MP total. But it looks like I'm naked though. It looks like that just draws. They need to call those healer's draws. What a shame, guys. Healer's boxers. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and save that real quick. So that's more motivation for me to actually get the body piece now, because yeah, this is not going to do. Alright, so with that being the case, we need to head back to Camp Tranquil and speak with Eorzea. So teleport. Tranquil, our favorite destination, is going to be 125 kill. Not a bad price at all. And now Zanza, while we're going through this teleport, you have your body piece. What level did you get that at?
No, my body piece is what I need left. That's level 50.
I see, okay. Alright, so Zanza... I got you. Okay, so Zanza said that that he does not have his body piece. That is going to be at level 50 that he waits for. And he said there'll probably be a fight that you have to partake in for that one. Okay. Alright, so that's good to know. We'll be walking around in our draws until level 50. So yeah. Guess most people, they really don't care about their appearances. They'll wear mismatched clothes and all that, but in this game I care a little bit about it, so make that little jump. I'll probably save the draws for a later date. But we'll see what's going on with this now. So your safe return heartens me, Chrono. I can feel newfound power emanating from the garb I gave you. I trust that your pilgrimage was a success. Now that you have traveled the realm and seen the lands as Master Atoa did, I will share with you the rest of his tale. Oh, here we go. Long story, guys. Brace yourself. The histories claim that Atoa Kant disappeared in the mountains of Orgoromaru, the kobold motherland. This is not untrue, but there is more to the story. When the great mage did not return from his journey, one of the most devoted young students went in search of him. As legends have it, the young mage single-handedly fought off veritable legions of kobolds while scouring the mountains for any sign of his master. Sadly, it was all had feared. Though the young mage eventually found his master, the great Atoa lived no more. As if the death of the man were not enough, Thyrus, Atoa great staff, a mighty relic passed down by his ancestors, was lost to the shadows. Undeterred, the young mage fought off the kobold hordes to carry his master's remains back to the surface. A ceremony was held to honor Master Atoa's life and deeds, and urns housing his ashes were carried off to the far-reaching frontiers of which he was so fond in his living years. All the urns, that is, except for one, yes, though the precise location is known only to a few, Master Atoa also rests closer to home. Here in the Twelves Wood, not far from Proud Creek, you will find yet another monument to the Great Mage. Okay, so Proud Creek. Okay, let's take a peek, because I'm not sure exactly where Proud Creek is. Oh well, we'll do it the quick way. Select, go down, and it'll show us it's in the North Shroud. North Shroud, which is Hirschmill. Okay, so that's going to be up that way. I know where that's at. That is Fogward Float. Okay, alright, Zanza, we're going to Fogward Float next. Oh, no. 234 for our kill. Sansa said he has no more new mounts, so he's gonna be on foot. As a matter of fact, and just because I mean this episode shouldn't be all that in depth, we'll run with him. Get a little jog in our draws. There we go. Get us a solid little jog, you know, a run of draws. Alright, through this area up here. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do a sprint and make it through this a little faster. Fate discovered by 2. Lovely. Gotta run through a fate. Oh, perfect. We're 6 levels above, so they shouldn't attack us. Okay, this area here. Come this direction. Okay. Not really sure. It must be beyond the wall. Yeah, so we're gonna go up a little bit. See if we can wrap around it instead. Okay, got this guy here. Now he's level 48. Oh, all these guys are level 48. Run! Choo! Okay, so we're gonna go this way. Oh, got another teleportation right there. Uh-oh. Shake him. We're getting close. We're getting close. Nope. Not getting close, not at all. Nope. Over here. Seems like this is going to be the area we're going to have to fight off 2 deltations anyway. Alright, so with that being the case... Oh, here we go. I got a better idea, guys. Let's sleep on. Oh, you got that one? Okay. Well, now I guess I'll sleep the other one. Okay. From there, we cast our Stone Skin. Sansa Stone Skin's off, throw on a little regen for him, and then we'll hit him with a Stone Skin. And while he goes about taking care of that guy for us, we are going to go ahead and focus on this Epith to Infancy. The grave has been defiled, and its contents appear to have been stolen. Uh-oh. Our Atoa has been lost here. Return and seek counsel from Eorzea. Oh no, that's no good. So return the enchanted gloves to Eorzea. Wow, that's good to know. Alright, so throwing a little arrow there. Helps on to defeat this guy. Apparently these Dullahans have defiled his grave. The beasts, I tell you. Alright. So with that being the case, we are going to do our next teleport back to Camp Tranquil. So for you guys who were not paying attention on the amount of money I just spent on this, about 1,200. Yes, I'm a cheapskate, so yes, I focus on that stuff. Sansa has jokes. He said just like in real life. Yes, just like in real life, except for I have to be a cheapskate because I have no money. Alright. Okay, up this direction. Okay, let's just sprint again. Go report back to Eorzea that the gloves that she gave me, they were supposed to be enchanted or whatever it was. Since the grave was defiled, it did not work. Okay, Master Atoa's ashes stolen! This cannot be! Grave robbery is a damnable enough crime in itself, but what manner of scoundrel would dare defile the resting place of a paschal? Rest assured that I will investigate this heinous crime immediately. In the meantime, I would have you journey to the final destination of your pilgrimage. This final leg of your journey will take you to the very place that Master Atoa drew his last breath, to Ogoromaru. It is there, in plain sight of the kobold dig, that the young student of whom I told you did erect a monument to his fallen master. Okay, so Ogoromaru, which is, I think that's Lenosia area. Find out. Select, down. Yes, it is Lenosia. Outer Lenosia at that, which has Kobold Dig. Camp Overlook we're going to. Alright, Zanza Camp Overlook is next, which is 550. There we go, guys. That should have been about 1500 to 1700 gil that we just spent on teleportation alone. Which, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, we're breezing past it by using our teleports versus actually journeying, running and whatnot. So of course you have to pay for immediate results, but oh look, we have some extra fates to go on here too. Alright, Zanza, we are actually kind of close, but I'm still gonna hop on Epoch. We're gonna go up this way. So even if Zanza did have 4 mounts, we had to travel again, so he had to show off 5 mounts. True, okay, so Zanza is right. He said that it is possible. He can get a total of 5 mounts. He just has to get the Magitech mount, which of course you guys have seen people running about with, and then of course the Unicorn mount, which we have, but we're not a fan of, so we try not to use it that much. Okay, here we go, final one. Epith to Expiri. Gravestone is inscribed with the epithet paying tribute to the life and deeds of the great mage Atoa. So it seems like all of them are going to say the same thing. Pray. Garb of ancient magi bestows power to you. Okay, so it looks like the healer's circuit is now in my armory chest. Okay, so a circuit will be on a headpiece. There we go. Oh, I like my hat better. Alright, and with no chest piece, I'm just going to throw on what we had on before, which is this, the Storm Sergeant's Billiard. Whatever have you. Actually, you know what? Haha, we'll do this instead. We'll look pimp. Yeah. You recognize this, Zanza? Recognize this outfit? Yeah, buddy. Bohemian. This is our little jacket that we did from doing the lightning fates. So yeah, I just did that in combination with it. Just kind of makes it look like we're... You put yours up? What do you mean, mate?
Mine's on my retainer.
Ah, got you. You know, you can, I think you can store these ones in your armory chest in your in room.
Armoire?
Armoire, there we go. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I think these are the ones that you can do with that, like seasonal event type things. But as long as it just said that he gave his stuff to his retainer, which of course is another way to keep your items off of your person. So let's see, Camp Tranquil again, 260 gil. And as you can see up in the duty finder, this is going to be the final one that will end our journey back and forth. Okay, we're gonna have us a little jog right back over to the lady. Okay. Welcome back, Chrono. The journey was not an easy one, I trust, and yet I knew that Master Atoa would guide you safely back to me. In your travels, you have received the blessings of our great ancestor, and yet this was not the sole reason I sent you on this pilgrimage. Perhaps you did sense this yourself. Yes, Chrono. As he who would inherit Master Atoa's legacy, I wanted you to truly walk in his footsteps, to see the realm, in both its beauty and its suffering, with your own eyes, as the great mage did so long ago. And yet, it is strange, no? A pirate's lair, a rampant jungle, mountains of fire, all of the hostile environs to which you journeyed, the single grave despoiled was that which rests right here in our own forest home. I suspect this was the handiwork of no witless grave robber, but rather someone who knew all too well the value of that which was buried within. We must uncover the truth behind this crime and return Master Atoa's ashes to their rightful resting place, and quickly. You are with me, yes? Yes, I am, but in 5 levels apparently. Oh no. She has another quest for us right away, uh-oh. Oh, there we go. So this is the proper level 45 White Mage. Alright, so with this we're going to get a proper amount of experience, and then also a new spell called Holy, which is going to deliver a magic attack with a potency of 240 to all nearby enemies. So it's an AoE damage. It also stuns them for 4 seconds. Okay. Grave robbery is a loathsome enough crime in its own right, but to defile the final resting place of a Pagil, such an act could only be performed by the lowliest of bandit scum. Though I would like to think that the elementals have already delivered due justice to the villain, we must take no chances in allowing an escape. Whilst you are away, I put my best Moogle, not that that's saying much, mind you, on the hunt, searching for any sign of the culprit or the stolen remains. Anyways, I dare say he should have a clue or two for us by now. Or at least he'd better, if he values that little ball on his head. Wow, so violent. You can find him flitting and fluttering about just over there. That's not far away, like he was right there. He heard everything you said. Alright. Oh, mistress, please don't hurt Kupo. An adventurer? Please forgive me. My mistress, sweet little girl that she seems, has quite the temper when she doesn't get her way, Kupo. Why, I told her just the other day that this was why she remains, shall we say, unspoken for. Curiously, this served only to fan the flames on her ire. Perhaps this pacifying ritual you are planning might best be performed on her, Kupo. But you have come to discuss not my mistress's temper, but the grave robbery, a most unforgivable act of villainy, if I do say so myself, which I believe I just did, Kupo. I am pleased to say, and you'll be pleased to hear, that the culprit did not escape Moogle eyes, Kupo. Well, my eyes he did escape. My associate, Puckno Pokey, however, claims to have seen the bandit or ruffians skulking off in the direction of Red Belly Hive, with various and sundry stolen goods in tow, among them a rather conspicuously elaborate urn, Kupo. I do not know what the Red Bellies are up to, but surely it can be nothing good. Please adventure, go quickly. If the urn is lost, my master will never forgive me, Kupo. Alright, so the red belly hive is actually going to be right over there by Quarry Mill, as you can see. Alright, and yearn for the urn. So since we are close to our time, we're going to go ahead and teleport. Should only be like 100 or so. Yep, there it is, Quarry Mill, 100 gil.
Because this one gives you a skill that's maybe like a fight feud.
Gotcha. Zanza just gave out a proper point. He said that since this is one of the skill ability ones, requests, then we're probably going to have to disband the party. He won't be able to help out on the inside, which is fine. It just means that we have to equip our proper gear as soon as we find the exit to this place. Zanza apparently has the same problem. I wish that they would just like whenever you teleported, it was always the same area. Like, yeah, because they switch up the areas too much. Alright. So here we go. The red belly hive. We're close to this. Okay, this should be right. This direction, okay. Right behind this rock, apparently. Maybe? Yes. Yeah, the quest that we need is right about here. There we go. It's actually inside this. We have a Moogle that we have to chat to. Inside the little log stump. Okay. So there goes Puck no Pokey. Those thieving crooks. Those crooked thieves defiling the resting place of a Pagel. Why, no amount of thrashings, lashings, and bashings would suffice. Kupopo? Why, if it isn't the dashing white mage Kapacha Kappa spoke of, and not a moment too soon. Why, I was just about to swoop in and give them their comeuppance myself. Now that you're here, however, I believe I'll just sit back and enjoy the show, Kupo. Those vile red bellies tossed the urn into some ramshackle wagon. A most ignoble fate for a Pagel legend, I do declare. And carted it to their hive. You will retrieve it safe and sound, won't you, Kupo? That we will. Okay, so judging from the map, we have to head out to this other area behind us. So it's not even in the red belly hive. It is up this direction, which will just have a sprint that way. Okay, so here we go. Overgrown Wayne. So this purple area, so we're gonna go ahead and do this. Just in case we can't. Oopsies, just in case we can do this with Sansa. Just in case, we'll find out. Yep, we sense a hostile presence. 3 red belly. There we go. Sleep the one on the left, I got him. Perfect. Sleep the one in the distance. And there we go. Let's focus on the monk. Alright, let's take this swordsman. And then finally the archer. Very nice job, Zanza. Did all the work for us. Excellent. Okay, overloaded Wayne. Interacting with it. Searching. Okay, following footsteps. Here goes my potential as a white mage. Perfect. So we got our urn back. Now we're going to have us our next teleport back over to Eorzea, which is going to be Camp Tranquil. Cost 71 gil. It should have been about 2,000 gil, guys. Right about there on teleports alone. And when you see it as travel expenses, it kind of sucks. But when you see it like, I was able to get all this armor for my white mage, high level, for 2,000 gil, it's not so bad. Just depends on your perspective. So we're gonna have our final sprint right on over to Eorzea, which will finish this quest off. Jump. There we go. Okay, Eorzea. Oops. Okay, we're gonna hand over a little thing. Thank you, Chrono. The remains of our exalted forebear, hauled away by brigands like a sack of loot. Is that what our land has come to? There can be no doubt. It is the Great One's fury that brings such chaos to the Twelves Wood. The situation is grave indeed. I shall have our wood whalers deal with the red bellies. We have more important matters before us. And yet, I fear we have hit another snag. Though the urn has been safely recovered, the harsh treatment it suffered in the hands of the bandits has taken its toll. Uprooted from its proper resting place, the power of a Toa Cant once housed within has grown dim. I shall return the urn to its rightful home. Perhaps over time it will return to its former state. And yet I fear time is a luxury we do not have. We must explore other means to enchant the ritual garb. I will consult with my brother to see what knowledge he might have to offer. In the meantime, I would ask that you master your newfound skills as best you can. There is no telling when the Great One's fury might grow too strong to contain. We must ever be prepared. Okay, so like I said, we get 12,420 experience points and the new ability Holy, which is going to add to our second hotbar, and we'll try to put that into effect pretty soon. So complete that quest there. Do our little Final Fantasy cheer with new ability. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, and there we go. And the next quest that we'll be able to get is going to be called the Heart of the Forest, and that is going to be our level 50, which will give us our healer's robe. Yep, and also a new ability called Benediction, which restores all of target's HP. Wow, all of it. Instant cast too, nice. It's a good ability. Interesting indeed, guys. Alright, so let's go ahead and put a little test to it, shall we, Zanza? Let's target this Midland Conador down here. And I'm going to use Holy on him, which is going to be this 408. Ooh, new ability. You see how new animation? It did nothing. Absolutely nothing. Let's try that again. Let's get a little closer. Alright, try this again. Let's see. Maybe I'm not doing it right. Let's check the actions real quick. Actions. Holy. It's under jobs. There we go. Job. Holy. Delivers a magic attack with a potency of 240 to all nearby enemies. Must be around me then. There must be a radius around me. That must be it. So let's go with this. It's 8 yalms. Ah, here we go. Let's do it with these. Nah, never mind. We'll just stick with these things. Alright, so let's try this again. So, second gear set. Try this. There we go. Nice. So yeah, it goes in a full circle around me. Gotcha. That's pretty interesting there. So that should be nice during fates, I guess. I can claim a lot more targets that way. Just takes a little while to cast it. Right. Said somebody didn't beat me to it by then. Well, yeah. But alright, guys. So I'd like to thank you guys on behalf of the Sons of White Shadow and of course Chrono Ocelot and myself for watching this edition of Game Time with Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn for the PlayStation 3. So until next time, guys, this is all of us saying bye-bye, farewell, and we will see you next time.